Urgent Archangel Michael's final warning 35 minutes on December 7, 2025. Don T. Skip. Today on December 7th, Archangel Michael says 35 minutes left. Today will be a very surprising day of your life because this will happen. A big surprising news is coming to open it immediately. My beloved child, breathe for a moment because what you are about to hear is not ordinary, not random, and definitely not something you stumbled upon by mistake. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, breathe for a moment and let everything around you go quiet, because what you are about to hear today is not ordinary, not accidental, and absolutely not something you landed on by chance. On this day, December 8, 2025, the spiritual atmosphere around your life has shifted in a way that even the unseen realm cannot ignore. Archangel Michael steps forward with urgency, with purpose, and with a message he has been waiting far too long to place directly in front of you. He says there is a window open right now that wasn't open yesterday, and won't open the same way tomorrow. Something rare, something significant, and something directly tied to your destiny is unfolding. He whispers, "Tell them time is moving, and their moment is moving with it. And if you've been feeling restless, sensitive, emotional, or strangely alert these past days, it is not confusion. It's alignment. Something has been preparing you for this moment. Something has been pressing on your heart, tugging at your attention, stirring your energy, because today marks the beginning of a shift that has been delayed, resisted, and blocked for far too long. But on December 8th, that delay is broken. Listen closely. Michael says that what is approaching your life is not small, and certainly not random. It is tied to your name, your spiritual blueprint, and a long-awaited breakthrough that was held back by forces you never saw, forces that tried to dim you, distract you, or weigh you down when you were closest to rising. But today, the block has cracked. Today something moves toward you with divine speed. And if your heart feels like it's beating differently, if your spirit feels like it's standing at the edge of something unseen, you're not imagining it. Your soul recognizes what your mind hasn't yet understood. Stay with me, because this is where everything begins to unfold. Archangel Michael reveals that the countdown starts the moment this message reaches your ears. A countdown of spiritual rearrangement, divine timing, and long-awaited alignment. What once felt impossible is now moving into position. What once felt stuck is loosening. What once felt distant is drawing closer with urgency. You have been sensing something changing, even if you couldn't describe it. Your thoughts have been louder. Your emotions have been deeper. Your intuitions have been sharper. All of it was preparation for this very message. Because today, something you prayed for quietly, something you wondered if heaven had forgotten, something that kept slipping away even when you reached for it, finally begins to shift in your direction. Michael says, "Tell them that what is coming is meant for them, and only them." And this is important. This moment wasn't meant to pass you by. You were guided here, nudged here, even pulled here because this message is the activation point. This is the moment your spirit steps into a new frequency. This is the moment heaven gives permission for something long blocked to be released toward you. Heaven has been preparing the path behind the scenes, even in moments where you felt abandoned, misunderstood, or overlooked. Every restless night, every heavy morning, every moment where silence seemed louder than guidance, it was all leading here. On December 8th, the spiritual window opens wide, and heaven urges you not to disconnect, not to step away, not to doubt what you're feeling right now, because your breakthrough is not drifting anymore. It is approaching. Michael shows me a vision of a door that glows at the edges, as though something behind it is finally powerful enough to push through. You've stood in front of this door many times, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. But today it begins to open, not by your effort, not by luck, but by timing, divine timing. And he says, tell them they are not late. Tell them the blessing is not late. Everything is arriving exactly when their spirit is ready to receive it. Something long overdue has been released toward you, and the next moments of your life will unfold with signs, confirmations, and unexpected movement you won't be able to dismiss. You are entering a divine countdown, and the shift has already started. Stay close. The next part will reveal exactly what is breaking open for you now. My beloved child, something is happening behind the scenes with a speed that even heaven is astonished by. What was once stuck is now moving. What was once delayed is now unlocking, and what was once withheld from you because the timing was not aligned, is finally entering your life. Today, December 8th, carries a vibration that only appears when heaven decides someone has waited long enough, endured long enough, and grown strong enough to receive what they once could not hold. Archangel Michael says, a sealed blessing, one that was tangled in old energies, blocked by wrong people, slowed down by fear, or overshadowed by confusion, is now breaking loose. He whispers that the energy moving toward you is not small. It will impact your next hour, your next days, and the next chapter of your life in a way you will feel immediately. If you've felt a sudden pull to stay connected right now, it's because your spirit already recognizes that something is shifting with purpose. This moment isn't random. Your heart feels what your eyes haven't seen yet. You are stepping into the edge of a new timeline, one that replaces the stagnant energy you've been pushing through for far too long. You may have wondered why opportunities slipped away at the last moment, why connections fell through, why the path kept twisting when all you wanted was clarity. Michael reveals the truth. The timing wasn't wrong, it was protected. What belongs to you could not come earlier without collapsing under pressure. But now the path is open. He shows a powerful image of a door that once seemed impossible to unlock, now clicking open with light spilling out from the edges. That glow represents the breakthrough that was written for you but waited for the moment where everything would align perfectly. On December 8th, that alignment activated. Heaven is releasing something tied to an old dream, a quiet prayer, a desire you tucked away in your heart when life became overwhelming. You may have convinced yourself it was forgotten. You may have believed it was too late. But Michael says the universe never let go of what your spirit asked for. It has been circling back to you, waiting, gathering strength, waiting again, and returning with purpose. He whispers, "Tell them this is not a repeat of the past. This is restoration." The next few moments of your life will begin revealing signs that this shift is real. A message may come unexpectedly, a thought may return, a door may reopen, a person may be guided toward you. Something significant is moving into your energy field, and when it arrives, it will feel like everything suddenly clicks into place. Your spirit has already felt the beginning of this shift. The strange calm, the sudden intuition, the unexpected sensitivity. These weren't accidents. They were your inner world preparing for a change your outer world hasn't caught up with yet. You are stepping into a moment that aligns your destiny with what you were meant to receive all along. Before you move deeper, Archangel Michael asks you to remain open. Not fearful, not doubtful, not hesitant, open. When you stay aligned, your path widens, your energy rises, your blessing accelerates toward you with even more clarity. Every moment you stay connected strengthens the flow of what is coming. Your story is not isolated. What shifts for you will ripple into the lives of others, and what shifts for others will ripple back to you. This is why Michael says to stay present, stay engaged, stay aware. The blessing approaching you is not coming alone. It carries confirmation, emotional healing, and a sense of spiritual grounding you haven't felt in a long time. He whispers again, "Tell them the news is closer than they think," and the truth is, the next part of this message reveals the deeper reason heaven waited until December 8th to release this moment into your life. You are walking into a revelation that has been prepared for you with divine accuracy. Something hidden is about to unfold. Stay with me. The next part will show you why your name has been lifted at this exact time. My beloved chill. The reason this message has reached you on December 8th is far deeper than coincidence or timing. Archangel Michael reveals that your life has been quietly preparing for a shift that could only activate once you reached a certain level of emotional strength, inner clarity, and spiritual maturity. Everything you walked through, every delay, every disappointment, every moment where you wondered why life felt paused, was part of a larger alignment that brings you to this very moment. He whispers, "Tell them what is arriving now required the version of themselves they have just become, not the version from years ago, not the version from months ago. The version that exists today, the stronger you, the wiser you, the one who has carried burdens and still kept moving, the one who learned how to breathe through heaviness, the one who didn't break even when you felt painfully close. This is why heaven waited, not to punish you, but to prepare you." Michael shows a long pathway behind you, filled with moments where you questioned yourself, moments where you were pushed to grow, moments where you were restoring your inner power even when you didn't realize it. All of those moments were shaping the foundation for what is arriving now. What comes next could not be built on old wounds. It needed healing. It needed maturity. It needed alignment. And now that alignment is finally here. He says the surprising news moving toward you is not just a blessing, it's a turning point. A moment that closes an old chapter and opens one that flows with clarity rather than conflict. Something that once felt distant, impossible, or locked away is suddenly re-entering your timeline, because your energy is finally matching what your destiny has been waiting to deliver. Michael whispers, "Tell them heaven watched them grow in places they thought they were breaking. The universe observed your resilience. It saw you hold on when everything felt uncertain. It saw you protect your heart, even when you were hurting. It saw you rebuild yourself in silence, and because of that silent strength, heaven now releases a blessing with extra protection wrapped around it, ensuring no force can delay it anymore, no negative intention can take it, no confusion can cloud it. You are stepping into a moment where your spirit feels lighter, clearer, more awake. This is not imaginary. It is the first sign of your breakthrough activating. But here is the deeper truth Michael now reveals. Someone connected to your next chapter has been guided toward you. Someone whose presence, message, or action will play a major role in delivering the shift that is coming. This is not a random person, not a stranger moving by accident, not someone drifting in and out of your life without purpose. He whispers, they carry a piece of your future. This individual, whether you know them now or have yet to cross paths, has been feeling a pull toward you, a sudden urge to reach out, a thought they can't shake, a feeling they don't fully understand. That pull is not coming from their mind, it is coming from divine alignment. They are part of the surprising news, part of the breakthrough, part of the restoration heaven is releasing into your life. The timing of their arrival was not allowed earlier. The alignment wasn't right. The energy wasn't stable. The chapter wasn't ready. But today the timeline clicks into place, and the pathway for their presence opens. Michael shows me that this person's energy is already merging with your path. Their thoughts are drifting toward you. Their intuition is nudging them toward a decision. Their spirit is receiving guidance that points them in your direction. They may come with words, with support, with a truth you need to hear, or with an opportunity that shifts everything forward. He whispers, tell them not to underestimate this connection, because this person is not here to repeat old cycles. They are here to open new ones. They are here to help activate something heaven kept hidden until now. You may already feel the shift, an unexpected thought, a sudden memory, a quiet intuition telling you someone is entering your life with purpose. The surprising news is already unfolding, and their presence is the key. Stay close. The next part will reveal exactly why this person was chosen, and what their role means for your destiny. Here is part 4, approx. 700 words, rewritten with fresh language, minor adjustments, natural hooks, no mention of rehook, and keeping the date as 8 December, Part 4, 700 words. My beloved child, Archangel Michael now steps forward with clarity about the person who has been guided toward your life. Their presence is not accidental, not random, and not something created by coincidence. He reveals that this individual was chosen because they carry something your spirit has been waiting for, something you could not reach alone, something tied to your breakthrough, something divinely woven into the next chapter of your destiny. This person is not appearing suddenly. Their energy has been approaching you for a while. They've been feeling a pull in their spirit, a nudge in their intuition, a quiet whisper, urging them to move, reach out, return, or step forward. If they don't fully understand why, heaven does. They have been prepared, nudged, and aligned so they could be in the right place at the right time. This moment, December 8th, when your timeline is ready to shift. Michael whispers, tell them this person holds the key that unlocks the next door. Not because you are incomplete without them, but because destiny often uses people to deliver clarity, healing, opportunity, or truth. You were never meant to walk every part of your path alone. Some chapters require connection. Some blessings require alignment with another soul. Some breakthroughs are activated when two energies meet at just the right time. This person has been kept at a distance for a reason. Earlier, the timing wasn't correct. You weren't ready. They weren't ready. The wound was too fresh or the foundation too fragile. If they had appeared sooner, the moment would have collapsed. But heaven protected the timing so that when they re-enter or appear, the connection would serve your growth, not your pain. Now the alignment is perfect. Michael shows that this person carries a message, a feeling, an opportunity, or a truth that restructures your next chapter. They may express something you've been waiting to hear. They may open a door you thought was closed forever. They may guide you into clarity you've been trying to find alone. They may show up with timing that makes you pause and realize nothing is accidental anymore. He whispers, tell them this person mirrors the future, not the past. This connection is not here to repeat what hurt you. It is here to reveal what's next. This person has gone through their own transformation, whether you see it or not. They've been learning, healing, growing, and preparing in their own silent ways so they could show up as someone aligned, not someone who drags you backward. You may feel their energy already, an unexpected calmness, a sudden curiosity, a shift in intuition, a sense that someone is thinking of you, searching for you, or being drawn toward you. These are not illusions. These are energetic signals that the connection is activating. Michael says their arrival will bring clarity where confusion lived, peace where restlessness remained, and movement where things felt stuck. This is why heaven guarded this connection so fiercely. This is why delays happened. This is why silence existed. Everything was preparing both of you for the moment when your paths merge with purpose instead of chaos, and he reveals something deeper. This person is tied directly to the surprising news heading your way. Their presence doesn't just bring connection, it brings transformation. A shift so strong that it changes the direction of what happens next in your life. They might be the messenger. They might be the catalyst. They might be the opportunity. They might be the confirmation. They might even be the blessing themselves. He whispers, "Tell them to pay attention." The signs around this person will not be subtle. You may receive a message out of nowhere. You may think of them suddenly. You may dream of them. A memory may return. A sign may repeat. Something will happen that makes you feel the universe gently tapping your shoulder, saying, "Look again. Something is shifting." Before this chapter deepens, Michael asks you to stay open, grounded, and receptive. Do not let old wounds cloud a new blessing. Do not let past fears overshadow future alignment. What is entering your life now is not meant to hurt you, it is meant to elevate you. Stay close. The next part will reveal what this surprising news will unlock once fully activated in your life, and why today's timing changes everything. Here is part 5, approx. 700 words, written with fresh language, minor changes, natural hooks, no mention of rehook, and keeping the date as 8 December. Part 5, 700 words. My beloved child, Archangel Michael now reveals what this surprising news will unlock once it fully enters your life. He shows a powerful shift, one that doesn't simply touch one area of your life, but stretches across your emotions, your clarity, your opportunities, and your sense of purpose. This blessing is not small. It is not temporary. It is not something that appears and disappears. It is a layered transformation, unfolding step by step, like doors opening into more doors, each leading you deeper into the life you were meant to live. He whispers, "Tell them the change begins inside before it appears outside." The moment this blessing reaches your energy, something within you will exhale. The heaviness that has been sitting quietly on your spirit will begin to lift. That weight you've been carrying, sometimes without even realizing how much it affected you, starts dissolving. Emotional pressure softens. Inner confusion clears. You feel lighter, clearer, more steady, as if your soul finally steps into a space where it can breathe again. This blessing brings an emotional correction. Something was taken, delayed, or dimmed in your past, and heaven has chosen this time, December 8th, to restore it. Not in the same form, but in a form that honors your growth. Something that once left you standing alone, doubting your worth, or questioning your future, now transforms into a moment that brings clarity, validation, and healing in ways you might not have expected. Michael shows a moment in your past, a moment that shaped you deeply, one where you felt abandoned, unseen, or forgotten. He reveals that this blessing comes to rewrite the emotional impact of that moment. You will feel chosen again, valued again, supported again. Not because someone gives you those feelings, but because the universe replaces what pain once tried to steal from you. He whispers, Tell them their heart will feel whole again. This emotional shift does something powerful. It raises your energy. And once your energy rises, your environment responds. You begin to notice changes around you. Confusion fades, fear loosens, doubt stops leading your decisions. You start moving differently, thinking differently, choosing differently. You walk with more confidence, speak with more purpose, breathe with more peace. This blessing activates a new flow in your daily life. Opportunities that once felt distant begin coming closer. Conversations shift. Doors open. The right people recognize your value. The wrong people lose access to your energy. Your path becomes smoother, not because life becomes perfect, but because you feel aligned with what's meant for you instead of working against what's not. Michael whispers, "Tell them this is not a moment of luck, it's a moment of alignment. Heaven has been waiting for your spirit to reach this frequency, and now that it has, your outer world will begin reflecting the inner transformation unfolding within you. Expect moments of sudden clarity, where decisions that once felt heavy become easy. Expect things to feel guided, as though something is walking ahead of you, clearing the path. Expect your intuition to become sharper, pulling you toward the right choices, and away from old patterns that once drained your strength. This blessing is protected. It will not slip away. It will not be interrupted. It will not be taken from you. Heaven has wrapped this moment in spiritual armor, ensuring that nothing interferes with what is meant to enter your life now. But the most profound change, Michael says, is the shift in how you see yourself. He whispers, "Tell them they will rise into the version of themselves their destiny has been waiting for. You will stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. You will stop doubting your intuition when it guides you clearly. You will stop shrinking to fit situations that were never meant for you. Instead, you will stand in your truth with a calmness and confidence that feels natural, because it comes from healing, not from fear." This surprising news unlocks the next sequence of your destiny. It restores your hope, strengthens your spirit, and redirects your path toward opportunities, connections, and breakthroughs that match the person you have become. And Michael gives one final message as this chapter opens. Tell them their story is about to shift in ways they once prayed for. Quietly, faithfully, and with a heart that refused to give up. Your new timeline begins now.